Tonight I'll be sharing some of the most chilling encounters that will leave you questioning reality. From an empty house with a dark presence to a mysterious phone call in the dead of night, these are tales that are all too real. Story 1. The Uninvited Shadow. Back in high school, I had this friend who lived next to a house that was, well, cursed. Nobody stayed there for more than 6 months, and often tenants would leave in the middle of the night without a trace. One night, when we were both bored, my friend suggested we explore it. He managed to slip in through a dog door, unlock the back door, and let me in. The place looked like a regular 1950s house. Nothing seemed out of the ordinary at first. We sat on the kitchen floor near a big window and started talking, but then, out of nowhere, my friend screamed, and everything went dark. This wasn't just a blackout. It felt like I was wrapped in an icy, suffocating fog. I screamed too, and felt him grabbing me, pulling me outside. Once I regained my senses, I found myself under the streetlight, and despite the cold December air, I felt warmer than I had inside the house. Shaken, I asked him what had happened. He said he saw a figure, a dark, shadowy figure that crawled out from under the table and sat on top of me. He had to pull me out because I couldn't see or move. I couldn't even pass that house afterward. Whatever was in there, it was like nothing I'd ever felt. Cold, oppressive, like it was alive. Story 2. The Visitor That Never Left. My mum shared this story with me, and even years later, it gives me chills. About a decade ago, my cousin passed away after a tragic car accident. She was only 17 and had been really close to my aunt, always babysitting her little ones. My aunt's house was under construction at the time, and the workers would sometimes call her with updates. But then, one day, they called about something unusual. A teenage girl they kept seeing around the construction site, watching them work. When my aunt asked for a description, her heart dropped. The girl they described matched my cousin exactly. My aunt brought them a photo of my cousin, and every one of them confirmed it. It was the same girl. To this day, it's the only time our family has had something so unexplainable happen, and even my mum still can't quite wrap her head around it. Story 3. The Phone Call from the Unknown. This happened last summer when I was staying at my parents' house. It was around 3 a.m., and I was in my room when I got a call from my sister. That was strange, because her room was just down the hall. Why wouldn't she just come over if she needed something? I picked up, but the call ended as soon as I answered. Thinking maybe she needed something, I got up and walked to her room. But as soon as I reached her door, she started screaming that someone was in her room. I burst in, but there was no one there. After calming down, she explained that she woke up to see a dark shadow standing just inches from her face. Then, when I told her she'd called me, her face went pale. She said her phone was downstairs, still in her purse. Sure enough, I went to check, and there it was. But the call log on my phone showed her number. To this day, we can't explain what happened that night. These are just a few of the mysterious events people experience every day. Who knows? You could be next. If you enjoyed these spine-chilling stories and want to hear more mysterious tales, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to stay tuned for more. Your support helps bring these eerie encounters to life.